Alrighty, YouTube Niner Empire, what is going down? Welcome back to another video. So aside from the Steve Wilks news with him obviously calling plays now from the 49ers sideline, or, obviously he will be doing so Sunday versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. According to Kyle Shanahan, which as expected, Chase Young is expected to have a major role in the 49ers defense in his debut with the 49ers on Sunday versus the Jaguars. So this really isn't surprising whatsoever. Obviously, the move to acquire Chase Young was to get another, very productive, high-level type of player like Chase Young to play opposite of Nick Bosa. And that's exactly why, the 49ers went out and got him. And again, the timing of the trade was in a way perfect, considering the 49ers were in their bye week, or they were going into their bye week. That also allowed Chase Young to learn as much about this 49ers defensive scheme as he possibly could with the help of his former teammate Nick Bosa at Ohio State. So, this isn't surprising. Again, with Chase Young, the reason the 49ers go out and get him is because they need somebody dominant on the opposite side of Nick Bosa. Obviously, trading for Randy Gregory, he hasn't been bad with the 49ers, but I think the 49ers trading for him probably were looking at Randy Gregory as, a potential, player to play opposite of Nick Bosa and to dominate opposite of Nick Bosa, and that really hasn't happened. Randy Gregory's still going to be in the rotation as far as the 49ers defensive line goes. The 49ers have the deepest defensive line depth in the entire league. So it's not like just because the Niners traded for Chase Young and, obviously with Chase Young starting, that doesn't mean Randy Gregory is completely out of the picture. And with Randy Gregory, they're paying him the veteran minimum, I believe no more than like $700,000 for the remainder of the year. And then obviously, with Randy Gregory, his contract is being pretty much eaten by the Denver Broncos. So, with Chase Young coming over and having that bye week, to learn as much as he possibly could from this 49ers defense, it's not shocking that he's going to have a major role in this defense. I think every 49ers fan out there probably knew that going into, them trading for him. So it's just good to hear from Kyle Shanahan that he's going to be kind of not limited whatsoever. Obviously, when it comes to third downs and things of that nature, we know the 49ers defense will sub in and out defensive linemen like crazy throughout the game, to play in certain packages, third and longs, things of that nature. But again, it's one of them things where, like, the reason the 49ers go out and trade for Chase Young is because they need somebody that can be dominant and has the ability to be dominant, opposite of Nick Bosa, to set the edge on outside runs, to create pressures in the run or on the quarterback, to play at a high level in the run game. So these are all reasons why the 49ers, went out and got Chase Young. And it simply, wasn't happening. And the 49ers defensive line as a whole, everybody knows they've played pretty underwhelming over the course of this first half of the year. But I think the biggest thing with the Niners defense is they struggled to get sacks. They've been very bad against the run. Chase Young is I kind of look at Chase Young as more of a run stopper, than a pass rusher. So, all those things went into why the 49ers went out and traded for him. It'll be exciting to see, of course, as well, with Nick Bosa and Hargrave and Armstead and now Chase Young on the opposite side. So it's going to be electric. I think a lot of, everybody kind of knows that. But again, it's nice to hear from Kyle Shanahan himself that he's going to have a major role in this defense. But as far as it being surprising, it's not. Obviously, that's the reason the 49ers went out, sent a third-round pick to the Commanders, and traded for him.